Yo Rana, and welcome to FM Tahiti. Hope you're all doing well. We've got a match against Mount T coming up, and we'll have another match after that. I don't know who that'll be against. As you can see, we're 7th in the league, so we've only played 4 league games. So whilst it was kind of off camera, after the Huahine draw, played 2 Mutiny Trophy games. So we drew 1-1 against Puka Puka with David O'Keefe popping up and scoring a goal. That was a bit unfortunate, but we had someone sent off. We had Weaver sent off in that one. So we're having a good time with cards. Then we played Naruto. We won 5-0 with O'Keefe again, scoring the bench this time. So actually, I think he might be our top goal scorer this season so far. So we got Mount T, and then we might play Sky Brights after this. Looking at the squad, one thing I noticed recently, which surprised me nicely, because I've got players that are worth more money now. So right at the start of the game, I think the most any of my players was valued at was £450, and most of them were about £350 to £450. And now I've got Yanin on 2.6k, Andre on 1.9, Jared on 1.9, McIntyre on 1.6, Macasina on 1.3. So actually you've got some players that are reasonably well valued now, which is quite nice. I don't think anyone's actually going to come in and try and buy them. So Gerard had an offer for 0 at one point because there's not much money, as we've seen with the fact that PT have been put into administration. This is a bit of a weird tactic. I don't think I've actually seen this one before. It looks a bit like a sword. So hopefully we'll exploit them on the wings, is what I'm hoping. So yeah, we should be favourites. Mount T have actually won a match. They're in much better form than we are, I think. You know, not including cup games. Wait, whipping it in. Spearling, nah. Hoping Jared and Yanin are starting to get their striking boots on. This scored a few goals in the last match, so hopefully they're getting into it. Jared did have that injury, so he's got to get his fitness back. Beyond that, I don't know. I think the team have been really disrupted by the... Go on, Yanin. It's a good ball in. That's a great goal. From the ball in to the finish, that's fantastic. So there we go, Jared and Yanin linking up. Look at that. Don't normally expect your striker to be playing the long ball. There we go. You know, with all the sort of international games, players going in, coming out, teams swapping around, teams actually being fairly unsettled. Penalty? Don't know if anything actually happened there, but fine with that. So Wait taking this one. He loves to take a penalty. He's got about 10 of them last season before he did his leg. So this is better. I'm happy with this. Park Dong Suk. Dong Suk was a player that I brought in on trial. Another penalty, straight through the back of him. Yeah, Weaver did go down looking for a decision, but he is dirty. Establishes by the fact he keeps going through the back of people. Another one for Wait. And I don't mind Weaver being dirty as long as he doesn't get caught. He can be our kind of Vinnie Jones if he needs to be. Not that Vinnie Jones was diving or anything like that, but going through the back of people, yeah. So the team's not been that settled, so I think our performances will get better and better as we go along. So yeah, Park Dong-suk with his disallowed goal there. I got him on trial, but I wasn't convinced he was good enough to challenge directly. So at the time, I think we had Yanin and Gerard, and I thought maybe he'd come in and play from the bench. I wasn't convinced he's going to be a long-term challenger, so I didn't want to push Wallace, the homegrown player, out the way either. It was interesting as a move. So yeah, Park Dong didn't make it, even though his name was Dong Suk, which is an amazing name. If this kind of match remains comfortable, Could consider bringing O'Keefe and Garrow on. Calling him Garrow because it's easier than his full name. I also want to bring Pons on. I might have to bring Dullian off on the left wing just because he might be getting a bit tired. His fitness isn't 100. Gerard just booting it away there. If it works, it works. Oh, Spearling's like knackered. That's changing things a bit. So they've got Janssen playing left back. Janssen used to play for us in the first and second season. We got rid of him. So you've got some of our players still kind of hanging around, which is nice. They're not kind of falling off the face of the earth when they get released by us. I don't know if anyone's picked up Narendona yet. I might check after this match. When it came to starting renew contracts, Narendona's demands went down. And when it was his last day of his contract, he suddenly wanted 180 rather than 250 he was already on. 300 odd they'd been trying to get beforehand. Let's try that with Andre. It was too little too late for Narendona. I made the decision at one point. I was thinking, let's just keep him. He's his favoured personnel at the club. I'm going to get in a bit of crap for getting rid of him. But actually, he'd just be taking game time away from Andre, for example. So I'm on favoured personnel, or the manager is. Rodrigo de la Vega's on favoured personnel. Yanin is, and Gerard is. Now, is this Gerard an icon? I'll check in a sec. Well, I'll check after this match. Right, let's do the kind of double swap. Tamangara, Gerard, let's see how these two do. They're very much little and large combination. I don't think they're ever going to be anywhere near as prolific as Yanin and Gerard together, considering Yanin and Gerard got 56 goals together last season. Which is better than a lot of entire squads combined. So I put them on and there have been no highlights. I get to see Tamangara tripping up over defenders. Good save. I'm hoping we might keep a clean sheet for the first time in a long time in the league. They can get rid of it. Tamangara. Massive, he's slow, he can boot the ball far. See, that worked really well. You see, Tamangara is a very static target man. No matter where on the pitch he is not going to run. It takes too much energy to lift those legs, like tree trunks. But Keith, he'll do the running. So I think they're going to be a good pairing, as a good backup pairing to Yanin and Gerard. They're not going to be as prolific, like I said, but they're not going to be terrible. So there we go, 4-0. Picking up a bit of momentum now, which is good. I said I was going to check things. So club, general. So yeah, Narendona and Yanin are favoured personnel along with me, and Gerard is an icon. No legends yet. Our average ticket price has gone up, so it's £12 now because we're massively in debt, so we need that. And what else was I going to look at? Transfers. Is he on here? Where did Narendona go? There we go. So Salaberry has not been picked up by a club. Takaroa are interested there. And Narendona has also not been picked up by a club yet, but no one is interested. Okay. Be sad if this is the end for him. Right, we'll come back for the next match in just a second. Okay, I completely lost my marbles there, and after playing Mount T, I went on and played the next game, but recorded it as if it was the start of the next episode. And only just realised I did that. So there's no more matches in this part of the video. I won't give away what happened, but I just wanted to do a quick recap, just to fill in the last few minutes of where some of the players are. In the next episode, you'll have the match, which is against the Skybrights, and that episode will have Skybrights and Mayo in. Which I've already played the Skybrights, that bit's already done. But just showing you some of the transfers so we can track where some of the players we've bought and released have gone. So we brought in Fabrice Leclerc. He plays for AS Central Sport now. So he went and played for Mountie for a bit, and then he's gone to AS Central Sport, who are an actual team. We brought in Dumas, who never really took off for us. We loaned him back to AS Chance. Oh no, we took him on loan, didn't we? Never actually signed him. He's gone to Morpia, gone to Terra. He's never quite made it. Joel David, we also loaned, and he's gone out on a free. Times he's played for Bora Bora, Central, Chevres, Rimatara, San Pedro, Mayao, us and AS Chance. He's never really found a home. Salaberry we've just got rid of, and no one's picked him up. Chris Webb ended up at AS Papineau. Again, another Tahitian side after playing for Mahisha and Tetaroa. Jordan Naran, one of the Naran brothers, went to Puka Puka, Uapoa and Manue, and he's a good journeyman now. He's got almost 100 league appearances, so he's found success. He's played a lot in the Premiership as well, so he's done well for himself, even though actually he doesn't look great. But he did play well for us as well. Hamish Bennett, the traitor, who went to Moria for a then record £275. Never really played for them. He didn't even play for their under-23s. Ended up at Mayao, did a few games. Then after AS Central Sports, and then back to Terra, he has not had a good career, and he deserved it for being a traitor. Williamson, who, if you remember from the first season, was our kind of backup target man who never really scored that much, has continued not really scoring that much, but this time for Uapoa, Feral Cats, and Moaula United, which are a real team. We had David Thomas, who was a defender, who ended up with 8 caps for the Austral Islands. I went to Uapoa, Nukahiva, and Isla Magdalena. So these players are kind of hanging around. Frank Dean we got rid of when he was really young, so he's still really young. Played for our under-23s, but not much for us. Gone to Morpia, and he stayed there for a long time. He's not scored much for them, but he's still young. Joe Jansen's still at Mountie. Zach Henderson, who was our original target man who did quite well in the first season, never really lived up to that. I think it was this season where basically he destroyed his knee. We got rid of him, and he's never really recovered from that, as you can kind of tell from his attributes. And then Anderweg, who was a good defender for a bit. He's still quite young. Played a reasonable amount of games for us, and he's gone off to the Feral Cats, and he's stuck with them. So some of them have been loyal, but those are where some of our kind of players have gone, and a lot of them are still just in the game. I think most of them are still in the game. Well, so we got Darren Lee, went to Moria, and has not really done much with them. He played a few Premier games, not many. Jack Tuchin, I think, who went to the Eels for a record amount, has played 1 Premiership game for them and some under-23 games, less than he would have played if he'd stuck with us. It's fine, we got the money, I don't really care what he does now. So we've got some players hanging around. It's building up the pool of players. So I'll stop the episode here, and then I'll carry on recording the second half of the other episode. Sorry, I got confused. I think it's 1 o'clock whilst I'm recording. So I don't think I'm going to have much opportunity to record in the week, so I'm going to get some of it done now. And also I'm just really enjoying playing the game at the moment. I really love this database. And now it's getting more and more into it. We're getting further and further into the seasons. We've got players going other places. We're getting a bit of history being built up, a bit of narrative to the squad. We've got teams we hate, like Tetaroa. We've got other teams becoming strong teams with a bit of their own history. It's quite enjoyable now. Yeah, so I'm just going to get as much as I can. So thanks very much for watching.